What is going on, guys? It's your boy Mainomai here, and welcome back to my channel for episode 5 of my Red Bull Revolution series with RB Amsterdamsche. In today's episode, we're going to reflect on our recent form before taking a look at our very first ever youth intake at the club. We're then going to take on the Treffers in a huge playoff game in an attempt to secure promotion, which will hopefully convince our board to make us a full-time professional club. You don't want to miss this one, guys, so let's get straight into it. Strap yourselves in, and I hope that by the end of this roller coaster episode, you'll be subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. Let's go. So, I believe in episode 4, we ended it with a 1-0 win versus TEC, so a narrow victory for us there. Let's take a look at how we closed the season to position ourselves in this playoff final then, guys. So we followed that game up with a 0-0 draw, and then as you will see, we actually have played 3 friendlies against our B team on the sort of run up to the close of the season, really, and that's because of the gaps between fixtures. I think in one instance we had about a month off. It's probably to do with our part-time nature, but anyway, yeah, so a few friendlies in there, but we won't pay too much attention to those. In terms of league fixtures, we went and beat Riesberg Boys and Noordwijk back-to-back, which I was really happy with. Trino Griffith on the score sheet in both of those games. Canters chipping in as well. Those two have just been instrumental to our success this year. A massive win here against GVVV, who were occupying third at the time and were challenging us for that sort of second and first spot. So 4-1 win there. Canters with the hat-trick, which was unbelievable from him. Great form to close out the season. Trino Griffith on the score sheet again as well. We couldn't capitalise against Spakenburg though, so a goalless draw there, but I'll take the clean sheet to be fair. We then went and lost to our reserve team 2-1, which obviously I wasn't happy with, but it was just to sort of build match sharpness and conditioning really, so not exactly a devastating result, but a 1-0 win here against Katwijk, which I was happy with. Again, Canters with the goal in that game, another friendly, and then we took on HFC in the final game of the season, which saw Canters again edge us to a 1-0 win, and I believe that the Treffers dropped points in that game, which meant that we won the league, guys, which I was obviously really happy with. Didn't expect it, but it turns out we actually went on a 21 game unbeaten streak in the league, guys. So obviously the last game we lost in competitive football was against Feyenoord back in December. So since then it's just been wins and draws all the way. Quite a few draws, but a lot of wins as well, and plenty of clean sheets. It's actually around here that I made those defensive changes. I think the patch came in around here too, which I think has sort of favoured our high line and offside trap. Let me know in the comments if you guys have noticed that you're defending better or worse since the patch, and let me know what tactic you're running, just so I can get an idea of, you know, how tactics are stacking up now, really. But yeah, form has been excellent. We ended up winning the division, although unfortunately winning the division doesn't actually guarantee promotion in the Tweede Divisie, so we do find ourselves taking on the Treffers in that playoff final, and the winner gets promoted, the loser stays in the Tweede Divisie. So it's promising to be a roller coaster of an episode, guys. Did promise that we would take a look at our first ever youth intake at the club, guys, so let's do just that. Although, to be honest, this could quite possibly be the worst ever youth intake I've had on a Football Manager game. Let me know in the comments if you've had worse, but as you can see here, guys, we haven't even got a 1-star ability player, and in terms of potential, it's not looking great either. There are a couple of players that, you know, some of the staff around the club think could develop quite well, so let's take a look at those guys. First up, we have this young man here, Paul Decline, I'm going to pronounce that. 15 first touches, pretty nice. 15 bravery as well. Other than that, though, he's looking bang average or poor in every area. Balanced personality, 10 determination. He's probably not going to develop too much. And yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what more to say about this young man, to be honest. He's got the comes deep to get ball trait, which is obviously handy in a deep line playmaker, but I can't see him breaking into the first team anytime soon. So let's take a look at Bas Moonen, who looks a little bit better, to be fair. Some slightly better physicals, only 4 determination though, and unambitious personality leads me to believe he probably will not feature in the first team at all. I like the fact he's got 13 work rate and 14 technique. His passing does need some work though. I don't know, maybe 13 flair as well. There could be a little bit of a player in there, but I think by the time he sort of flourishes as a player and develops, hopefully will be in sort of higher divisions, which will make it more difficult for him to break into the team. But finally, we're going to take a look at 16-year-old Bernardo Veiga, who probably looks the best of the bunch, really. 13 determination, 14 jump in, 15 natural fitness, 6'2", bit of a sort of a tough centre-back, 16 aggression, although his defensive attributes don't look too strong. But this concerns me, guys. He's got a mercenary personality. I don't think I've ever had that before, but I can't imagine it's a good thing. He's probably not great with authority, and he's probably going to kick off a few times in his career. So probably best to keep him away from the first team, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, potentially the worst ever youth intake I've had on a Football Manager game. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I can't see any of these guys breaking into the first team, but we shall see. So here we have it then, guys. Our whole season comes down to this. Didn't expect to be in this position in the first season at the club. Obviously, we're working under a lot of constraints and we have barely any financial resources at all, but I have kind of stretched the wage budget as far as I can to try and get us into this position. At times it looked like it was in doubt, to be honest. The Treffers had a really strong season. Looked like they were going to take the title for themselves. And yeah, and GVVV came sort of in late, really, and provided some competition for second place. I was kind of quietly confident we'd always achieve second, but didn't expect to win the division, so that's always a bonus. As you can see, we finished on exactly the same goal difference as the Treffers, but beat them to the title by 2 points. I think they were dropping quite a few points in the last few games of the season. They were kind of drawing left, right and centre, really, and we positioned ourselves well with our strong end to the season to sort of capitalise on that. So yeah, I mean, I'm obviously really happy that we've managed to achieve this in our first season. It didn't look likely when we were having our defensive problems sort of midway through the season, really. We couldn't buy a clean sheet. But it seems that sort of since the patch and since we brought in Diarra and Gerd to try and solidify that half-back and centre-back position, yeah, we seem to have kept a lot more clean sheets. So I'm glad that I stretched the wage budget to bring those guys in. Anyway, that's enough talking from me. Let's get into this massive game, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you are too. The team picks itself, really. We've clearly got a strongest sort of first 11. They've proved that throughout the season. Canters and Griffith, untouchable up top. Shulton, his form's dropped off a little bit recently, but I'm still going to trust him as being the best option to run with in this game. But yeah, there's not really much else to say, guys. The nerves are kicking in. I'm really hoping we can capitalise on this position that we've managed to get ourselves in. Promotion in the first season would be huge for us. And professional status would be fantastic too. We can sort of then look to improve some facilities, bring in some members of staff in the back room as well. Okay then, guys, so a massive team talk needed in what is going to be a massive game for us. So the assistant recommends that we go with, we've been on a good run lately. I'm going to go with the media team talk. I seem to like that one. It gets good results. Obviously, we have faith in every area of the pitch, hoping for a really positive performance to sort of cap off what's been a brilliant season for us. So, let's have a look. I'm going to put us on extended highlights because it's a special game, you know. We're only playing one game on today's episode, so we'll go extended. And yeah, let's go, guys. Let's get into this. It's going to be a massive game for us as we get things underway. Claver down this left-hand side. Okay, Claver with the throw-in. Canters, Vermeeren, Shulton, Claver. Into the box. Griffith, that's a tame header. That's a very tame header. Should have made more of that opportunity. But it's all us in the opening couple of minutes. Couple of highlights for us early on. Boasman, Eliasar, edge of the box. Boasman again, whipped into the box this time. Headed out, Boasman again, Shulton with a free header and it's down the keeper's throat. Cornels with a very easy stop there. Okay, we should at least be a goal up. This is a joke. 2 massive chances early on. Hopefully we don't live to regret those misses. I really hope we can create some more chances in this one, guys. We've been all over the Treffers early on. I'm hoping they don't go and score a breakaway goal they don't deserve. Okay, here we are on the far side. Boasman, Griffith. Okay, now it's cleared. Van Overbeek comes away with it for the Treffers. Come on, boys, get a tackle in. Diarra gets across. And he forces Van Overbeek to take the strike from range, which doesn't trouble Koesters at all. It's good stuff. Right, we're at about the half an hour mark now. Let's maybe demand more. We've dropped off a bit since the sort of opening exchanges. Gerd's having a good game in half-back for us. Other than that, it's pretty average looking across the board. Gerd now. Can he get off a long shot? No, he decides to play it out wide for Boasman. Shorten free header. It's disallowed for offside. No! Oh, lads. I thought that was it. I thought we had broken deadlock. Oh, Boasman's offside, not Shorten. Should have probably spotted that. He should have spotted that looking across the line there. Pretty poor from him. Eliasar's having a bit of a torrid time in midfield. Might have to look to make a change at half time. He's looking pretty tired as well. Diarra moves into the channel and clears up well. Here's Gerd. Eliasar, Shorten, canters. Griffith, great stuff. Oh, Griffith flashes it wide. Oh, we're being so wasteful. Okay, in at the half-time mark. And we're level at 0-0, although we have certainly had chances. I'm going to tell the boys I'm not happy because the finishing's been shocking. I'm going to get into the strikers as well and say I'm not happy with your finishing. See if I can rile them up a little bit. We're not going to make any changes at half-time. I see that Eliasar's kind of got some of his sharpness back. I will give him sort of 5 or 10 minutes to see if he can improve on that 6.3 match rating, because at the moment it's just not good enough. In a game of this magnitude, he can't be putting in a performance like that. Cantes isn't doing much better, to be honest, on a 6.4 up there, but we know that he's got the ability just to change the game at any moment, really. Okay, no, Eliasar, I've seen enough, mate. We'll go with Giuliano Witt in midfield. Shorten's on a booking at a 6.4, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Possession for the Treffers now. A nice little header back from Diarra, though, to Koesters. Can he get us going the other way now? Diarra, Gerd. Witt in midfield. Vermeeren, that's a good ball. Griffith knocks it back. Shorten picks out Canters. Vermeeren, Griffith, Witt. Giuliano Witt with an absolute thunder bastard. Get in there, lad. What a strike and what a substitution that was. Shorten finds Canters. Canters pulls it back. Vermeeren, nice ball into Griffith. Just acts as a little bouncing board, really. Pops it off. Little short pass to Giuliano Witt, who finds the back of the net, with no problems whatsoever. What a super sub that has been. We don't need to risk Shorten anymore. He can come off. We're going to go with Dino Janssen in at the 10. Not particularly familiar playing there, but he has got a few attributes that I like about him in that sort of shadow striker role. Can we see this one through? Another goal would be ideal at this stage. Okay, an attack for the Treffers down that far side. Whipped into the box. Van Overbeek over his head. Van Overbeek strikes. Koesters with a great save. He's really stepped up ever since I brought in TJ Duns, or whatever his name is, on loan. Great save again from Koesters. Yeah, ever since I brought in that keeper on loan and criticised Koesters for his training, he still trains like shit, don't get me wrong, but his performances have been amazing. Last 5 or so minutes now, guys. Come on, we've got to see this through. Surely. Diarra, Gerd, Witt. Diarra looking to get us playing out the back. This is good. Griffith. Ooh, takes that one early. And tries to beat corners at his near post there, but doesn't quite achieve it. Now the Treffers with an attack of their own. Fofana, Van Overbeek. Fofana whips it in again. It's a great block. Bodies on the line back there. Fantastic defending. It looks like we might have done enough. The Treffers with their last attack of the game, I think. Gerd. Oh, no, he's let it run out for a corner. What are you doing? Surely just hook that out for a throw. whipped into the box. Senden heads it clear. Van der Beek on the halfway line pretty much. And that's it. Get in there, lads. Come on. Great stuff from the boys. A clean sheet in the playoff final as well. It ended up being a very close game, although we certainly had the better of things in the early stages, but absolutely over the moon. Absolutely over the moon with that. Wow. We've done it. We've actually gone on one promotion in our first season, guys. On a shoestring budget as well. Oh, I don't know what to say, really. It's been fantastic. I really hope that the board back us and give us that professional status that we're after. There we have it, guys. We've been promoted. Dutch second division, here we come. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to be a professional club to play in that division. Hey, there we go. There we go, lads. The board would like to hold a meeting in order to discuss potentially turning professional. Attend meeting. Absolutely. Great idea. Best idea you've ever had, Mikhail Capobianco. Great stuff. Okay, well, I look forward to what that brings us in terms of resources, financial and sort of training facilities, that sort of stuff. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. It should open a lot of doors for us in terms of recruitment. Really need to improve the backroom staff. We're operating on a bit of a skeleton of staff at the moment. Hardly any coaching staff. Only a chief scout, and a scout. We haven't even got a physio, guys. We've played all season without a physio, and I think luckily because we're only part-time, we've not really suffered any injuries. But yeah, I mean, what a first season. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. How about that then, guys? We have sealed promotion in our first season in dramatic fashion and will now become a full-time professional club in the summer before heading into our debut season in the Dutch second tier. I'm absolutely buzzing, guys. If that doesn't deserve a little like and a little congratulations comment down below, I don't know what does, but you know. Anyway, I have a lot of work to do sort of behind the scenes now. I need to take a long, hard look at everything that's sort of going on in the sort of the back room, really. So I need to sort out all the staff. Actually bring some staff in, to be honest. Let's face it, we've not really done much in that department up until now. I'm just looking forward to what that professional status does for us as a club, guys, in terms of facilities, staff members, scouting range. At the moment, you know, we can only scout Dutch players, but that should hopefully change once we get a good scouting budget. And we haven't actually been able to sort of make the most of our affiliate links rather with other Red Bull clubs yet, because players don't want to come and play for a semi-pro team. But I'm hoping that will change now that, one, we're a professional team, and two, we are in a higher division next year. As you can see, the board have already decided to back us slightly. Hopefully those budgets will increase come the start of next season as well. But yeah, like I say, plenty of work for me to do in the meantime before I release the next episode for you guys. Having said that, let me know in the comments if, you know, in the next episode you want to see a bit of the backroom stuff as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't just want to whiz through the save and not include you guys along the way. So I'm always open to hear what you guys want to see, really. Finally, though, guys, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any more dramatic episodes like this one. I can't promise they'll all be this fun, but I do hope that they will still be entertaining for you guys. Thank you very much for watching, though. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.